Hello. We are inviting you to discover your destiny at beautiful Hotel Inferno, Las Vegas' hottest new casino and lodging, with our imprisoned Mephisto attraction now. Drop the kids off at our We Are All Orphans Till Our Eyes See Our Parents Again room and throw popcorn at the Prince of Darkness. Hotel Inferno has everything. Free buffet, torture devices, rats, but on purpose, demon concierge, catch a show at our dimensionally transcendent arena, or relax at our spa and salon. Because at Inferno, we know the devil is in the details. Also, we're under new management. I think it's the Ghost Rider. I'm not really sure.
Welcome back to All Stuff Considered. 10% is the number of Americans polled who say they are comfortable with a mutant friend. That is not a large number, and Ira Grant explains what is driving this xenophobia.
A Facebook group called Mutant Lives Matter staged a rally in support of their rights. They handed out posters with this quote attributed to Jean Grey. "I think it's inevitable that mutants will replace humanity, so we just seek to help it along." The quote is made up. And the rally was actually organized by anti-mutant groups. They created hundreds of social media accounts that in turn created and spread political memes and messages in an attempt to sway public opinion against mutants. Alex Waters is an 18-year-old student who was about to graduate and had attended this rally. We spoke to him there.
You know, because they're all like criminals. They're like given special powers and think they don't have to work anymore, and it's really them who's like racist. Imagine if I started a human-only school or community, and everyone would say I'm a bigot or whatever. But when they do it, it's like, okay, we'd build a wall, but they just melt it with their laser eyes or whatever. Damn mutants and their mutant agenda. Mutant lives matter, so do human lives.
That's interesting how you said that. You don't believe that mutants are technically humans as well?
No way. No, humans don't turn into goo and escape down sewers when, like, questioned by the cops. Humans don't freeze a teller's hands at the ATM and just walk out with a bunch of money. Like, no. They are not us.
In our conversation, he explained he is a member of a Facebook group that advocates the deportation of American mutants. This group was supposedly created by Ted Lewandowski. He is a hockey fan from Pennsylvania who went to school at Fury University, but the thing is, he does not really exist. He is one of thousands of dummy accounts that spread the same anti-mutant propaganda in concert. We asked Alex if he knew this and what he thought about it.
Really? They're not real? Well, like, that doesn't change that it's right? And you mutie lovers are all under mind control anyway. That's why you like Jean Grey.
When our country used to flex our muscle with helicarriers, the world would listen. The time we returned to America, I remember. Hi, I'm Jeff Devine. There are dangerous forces pulling us apart, threatening our economy and our way of life. That's why I'm going to do two things. Support our military and buy vibranium from Claw Capital. I know my assets are a whole lot safer with vibranium. Are you safe?
Hi, this is Saul Wilson of Wilson and Finch. Sure, Spider-Man has done some good things, but it's time that he acknowledges foot marks, web residue, and other spider parkour-related damages add up, and for too long, owners have had to foot the bill. If you own a building in the New York area affected by Spider-Maning, call me.
I want you, I want you.
Let's go. This is your radio, your station.
Welcome back to another episode of Making Money Move. I'm your host, Al Madoff. Today we are talking to our returning guest, Buck Steeler. Buck Steeler is the editor of Larson Research. Thank you for joining us on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
Buck, the 18 largest tech companies listed in the U.S. have suffered from major damages the last 3 months. It's down about 20%, and this has been a trend with tech investors this year. If it's not sideways, it's an outright downward burn. I want to start off by asking what your sentiment is on the sector. Obviously, it has not been a very shining year for investment.
Well, you know, Madoff, it might shock a lot of people to hear this, but tech stocks are bad investments. They need capital all the time. There's hardly any liquidity since Stark Industries holds on to everything, and I would not take a position in the current entry points available across the tech sector. They continue going down rabbit holes and sometimes finding nothing, and they run into all sorts of operational problems. And then there's the constant bad news from the media. All in all, you've got to know the patterns you're investing in with these securities. Yes, there's high volume, but there's also high volatility. The RSI indicator is always above 70 on these stocks, and it never comes down. These stocks are overbought, and the EMA indicator is frequently acting as a resistance and rejecting the price back down to lower and lower support levels.
You know, Al, I hate to jump in like this, and Buck, I'm sorry. You know me. I'm AJ Weasel of Weasel, and Weasel. And I just have to, do you have any good news for us?
Stark's reemergence last night surprisingly has the market rally.
It's Biggie!
Represent 2020 NWO, brother. I need a pardon, you got to excuse my demeanor. I'm partial to getting rowdy and bad behavior. You gotta forgive me, I get it from my neighbors. I inch for aim, hammer, and hydra. If a hero shows, trip a teammate, leave them behind you. I carry guild cards as an assassin and thief. I participated in corporate crime and bribed police. I'm not trying to get kicked in the face by a super soldier. I like my teeth, trying to keep them as I get older. Strap across the shoulder. What you gonna do